someday he'll be a great musician. Right now, his music's giving me a great big headache. But instead of aspirin or Tylenol, I'm taking Advil. Advil gives me the kind of strength I need. See, just one Advil is as effective as 2 regular-strength Tylenol. Yet Advil is gentler to my stomach than aspirin. That's important to me. Since he started learning about music, I've learned a lot about Advil. Advil, advanced medicine for pain.
There are rent-a-car companies better known than Enterprise, but none that know their customers better.
That's 200 Rogers Road, right? Great.
Call us. We'll come pick you up. Drop the car off, we'll drop you home. Because at Enterprise, we don't just care about the distance our cars go.
May I help you?
But the distance our people go.
Thank you.
Enterprise Rent-A-Car. We go the extra distance.
Not every woman is a size 8. That's why Legs makes a pantyhose that fits you perfectly. Just my size.
That girl is alright. She's got legs.
The Do Not Disturb vacation. The first time we met Mike and Rita vacation. I feel like there are people watching vacation. The Royal Caribbean vacation. It's all here.
My son, Jeff, skateboard fanatic, music lover, guitarist, computer whiz, avid cyclist, football, basketball, hockey player, and all-star catcher. But there is one thing he'll drop everything for. Campbell's Chunky Soup. He loves it. Chunky has delicious chunks of vegetables and meat. And best of all, it's quick to satisfy. So Jeff can keep going without slowing down.
Campbell's Chunky Soup. The satisfying stop that keeps you going.
Doctor, coming to CBS Mondays.
Uh-huh.
You ever run up against a tough sinus cold? The congestion and pressure's pounding? The pain is awful. But as tough as it gets, maximum strength Dristan is tougher. Dristan unblocks congestion here, knocks out pressure here and here, shuts down sinus pain. And it won't make you drowsy, and that's important when you're doing a bear of a job. When you can't call in sick, call on Dristan. It's maximum strength relief.
At Enterprise Rent-A-Car, we don't just care about the distance our cars go, but the distance our people go. Call us.
Great.
We'll come pick you up.
That's 200 Rogers Road.
Enterprise. We go the extra distance.
We took the almonds and the flakes and we mixed them both up. We took the almonds and the flakes and we shook them both up. You get the almond delight when you taste them both together. Almonds and the flakes, that makes it taste better. Almond delight, it's the best.
Even after lying around for 3 years, today's Duracell batteries still have up to 90% of their life. There's a date that proves it. So you've got nothing to be afraid of. Today's Duracell, with 3-year storage.
When I look like this, my guys challenge me to lose 20 pounds. Me, Tommy Lasorda, the guy who loves to eat. Well, I lost 30 pounds in 3 months with Ultra Slim Fast. The plan was easy. I have a delicious shake for breakfast, one for lunch, and then a healthy dinner, even pasta. And I don't feel hungry. The pounds drop off and I feel great. You know, this is the first time I ever lost anything and felt good about it.
Ultra Slim Fast. Give us a week. We'll take off the weight.
We will return to Vallerie Bert and Ernie in Taken Away. Can Murphy Brown change your habits and start recycling?
I've got so much garbage on my front lawn, it looks like a goat exploded.
Murphy Brown at a special time. It's Smokin' Monday.
Wednesday, the job offer of a lifetime.
I mean, what would you think about moving back here to New York?
But the price of success could be the loss of a dream on Peaceable Kingdom.
Philadelphia, citizens in white hats fighting for their neighborhood. But are they vigilantes taking the law into their own hands? The story tomorrow on the CBS Evening News.
This is CBS.
Good afternoon, Dad. Keep your hands off the fender. Did you read Chevron Supreme has high octane and Tetraline?
Is that right?
Maybe I could go fill it up. Just to the gas station.
For even better performance, new Chevron Supreme has 25% more Tetraline. No gasoline's better.
3 hours? Gee, Dad, you didn't want me to mix the old gas with the new gas, did you?
Chevron, we're with you all the way.
Kraft presents side dishes with a difference.
Look what Kraft is cooking. Dishes rich and cheesy. Mama pass them over. Second helping's easy.
Sauces blended with real Kraft cheese make pasta dishes and rice dishes with a delicious difference.
We know what makes you hungry. We got what it takes. Oh, what a difference. Kraft cheese makes.
Kraft pasta and cheese and rice and cheese made with real Kraft cheese. Oh, what a difference.
NFL highlights tonight following Channel 2 Action News at 11.
Your favorite chair sure looks comfortable until a hemorrhoid attack flares up. Get Preparation H. It often relieves burning, itching, and swelling for hours. So get comfortable. Get Preparation H.
Can I take for this miserable cold?
A decongestant for your stuffy nose, plus an antihistamine for sneezing, plus a pain reliever for aching, plus medicine to calm your cough.
I'm not taking all that.
Well, you can relieve the same symptoms just by taking new Comtrex liquid gels. Liquid cold medicine inside an easy-to-swallow gelatin shell for fast Comtrex relief of all these symptoms.
It's that simple? You take these. I'm taking Comtrex liquid gels.
The newest Comtrex, the all-new way to get fast Comtrex relief.
Winter coats. Winter sweaters. For the whole family. 30% off at Kmart, where bundling up won't cost a bundle.
If you love Triscuit, here are 2 great new ways to enjoy them. Triscuit Bits and Triscuit Tons. Same big crunch, same wheaty taste. The difference? Triscuit Bits disappear fast, while Triscuit Tons tend to last, year and a half. Look for Triscuit Bits in stores right now. As for Triscuit Tons, we're still working on the box. New Triscuit Bits. Tons of fun.
The biz code. The only way to travel is Cadillac style.
Cadillac Deville for $19.90. With its new, more powerful V8 engine, full-size 6-passenger luxury, electronic level control, and available anti-lock brakes, Deville allows you to travel in the passing lane without leaving the comfort zone.
Cadillac style. Cadillac style.
Taken Away, the CBS Sunday movie, will return.
Monday on Major Dan.
I married me a chess jock.
Yeah, but has the Major met his match?
Oh, the chess urchin from hell.
It's all the right moves. Monday.
Tuesday, an elderly couple lost in a stormy sea. No food, no water, no hope.
The Atlantic can be nasty at times.
On rescue, 911.
Beginning Sunday, November 19th, 2 nights to remember. A tale of 2 wars, 3 extraordinary women, and the men who fought for their love. Michael York, Courtney Cox, Barry Bostwick, and Bruce Boxleitner in a story of unforgiving hate and uncompromising love. Judith Francis, Till We Meet Again.
From CBS News, this is Health Watch. If you have high blood pressure, your kidneys may be sending you a very important message. What it is, after this.
There's what inside this cold reliever?
Liquid. New Comtrex liquid gels. Liquid cold medicine inside an easy-to-swallow gelatin shell for relief of all these symptoms.
New Comtrex liquid gels.
The all-new way to get fast Comtrex relief.
High blood pressure can damage organs throughout your body. The kidneys may be among the first. A recent study showed that people whose blood pressure had already damaged their kidneys are at very high risk of death from heart attack or stroke. The authors of the study say a simple blood test for kidney function can often be an early warning sign. They say doctors should regularly check for kidney damage in high blood pressure patients and should help them reduce controllable risk factors such as cholesterol and smoking. I'm Dr. Bob Arnott for Health Watch.
This is CBS.
I have a friend. He's not successful and he hasn't accomplished everything he wants to accomplish, but he's on his way. He's a fisherman. He loves fishing. He does this. What do you call that?
Fly fishing?
That's exactly right. That's his luxury. He's a fly fisherman. He calls it his one luxury. What's your luxury?
I don't think a luxury like that. Luxury is a big house, a boat, a luxury car, clothes.
Luxury is something expensive, then. Is that right?
Well, that's what they say. I mean, yeah, I think that's luxury. A mink coat is luxury.
Well, let me ask you this. Which is more of a luxury, something expensive or something that gives you satisfaction?
Ice. Is it the problem drug of the 90s? Tomorrow at 5.
Want to reduce those thighs for the holidays? Yeah. Based with butter-flavored Pam all-natural cooking spray and seal-in juices without adding all those calories. Don't add extra calories. Add butter-flavored Pam.
Try it. Feel the difference between Denorex and Head & Shoulders. Denorex tingles. Tells me it's doing more.
Both have dandruff medicine, but Denorex adds both an extra anti-itch medicine and conditioner, too.
Goodbye, Head & Shoulders. Hello, Denorex.
It's a feeling of power, of substance and style. You know that you're on your way. The great American road belongs to Buick. Oh, the moment has come to go your way. The road, your Buick and you. Oh, the great American road belongs to Buick.
I've never been that much of a cereal eater, or even breakfast for that matter. But then I read 2 or 3 different articles about oat bran. And I thought to myself, why would you not eat this stuff?
Medical reports have shown oat bran can be important to your good health. Kellogg's Common Sense Oat Bran has more oat bran than any leading ready-to-eat cereal.
You know, I get up 15 minutes early just so I can do this.
New Common Sense Oat Bran. A sensible thing to do.
The barbecue's on over at Mcdonald's, y'all. It's McRib time. There's grilled pork swimming in that sassy sauce. A little pickle, a little onion, McRib, chomp. It's like a barbecue in a bun without the bones. So grab yourself some napkins and a big cold Coke. But hurry, cause McRib's only here for a limited time. The good time, great taste of McDonald's McRib, chomp.
Introducing the 1990 Acura Integra, an automobile that can make getting there considerably more than half the fun.
Don't be fooled by commercials where one battery company's toy outlasts the others. The fact is, Energizer was never invited to their playoffs because nothing outlasts the Energizer. They keep going and going.
Stop the bunny, please.
And going and go.
I love the sound of the rain. And I love the taste of your fresh brewed coffee. Oh, thanks, but it's not fresh brewed. It's new tray coffee.
Like we said, nothing outlasts the Energizer. They keep going and going and going.
Daddy, smell my flowers.
Oh, my sinuses. When sinus trouble strikes, reach for Nasatine. Only Nasatine has fast-acting mucanol. Watch as nasal...
Still going. Nothing outlasts the Energizer. They keep going and going and going.
The Do Not Disturb vacation. The do all the things you've never done before vacation. The getting to know the locals vacation. The let's go out to dinner every night vacation. The best vacations are this vacation, the Royal Caribbean vacation. It's all here. Now Royal Caribbean sails to Mexico and to Alaska.
The CBS Sunday movie Taken Away will return.
Don't do this to me, Ron. Don't do this.
She says it's rape. Now she has to prove it.
It was one of the guys from the football team. I feel so dirty and so ashamed.
She wanted it. She asked for it. She got it.
Why don't you leave her alone?
A world premiere movie, When He's Not a Stranger, Monday. Tuesday, Wolf is caught in the crossfire of a black market gun-running scam.
You know what an AK-47 can do. It's an assault rifle.
Wolf, Tuesday. Tuesday, a close friendship is traumatized by a deadly disease.
I don't want to be different.
I'm here to help you. On Island Sun.
This is CBS.
I have a friend in Japan. He's a builder, a carpenter. He builds houses, and he doesn't work with a big crew. He takes his time. He builds each house himself, and he puts his name on each house. Somewhere up on the roof beams are his initials. Even after the house is finished, he cares about the house, and he cares about the people who own his house, because that house is part of him. Wouldn't you like to own one of his houses?
I'm Jim. Coming up on News, a prominent attorney and his wife are murdered in San Diego. A jailhouse informant says he lied in 5 criminal cases. Mr. T makes a dream come true for a boy at 11.
Mothers in prison on the next Geraldo.
Abby, you want your stupid bear?
Whose underwear is under there? Whose underwear is under there? Whose underwear is under there? Fruit of the Loom, 'cause it fits.
For colors, for prints, in traditional and low-rise styles, Fruit of the Loom fashion briefs fit America's men.
Whose underwear is under there?
Fruit of the Loom.
'Cause it fits. We fit America with Fruit of the Loom.
Just a reminder that 90% of U.S. Air's fleet is in the air by 8 a.m. every business day.
Winter coats. Winter sweaters. For the whole family. 30% off at Kmart, where bundling up won't cost a bundle.
Right now, you're just 90 seconds away from Chef Boyardee with microwave meals. Chef Boyardee pasta, hot and tasty, and with no messy cleanup. Chef Boyardee microwave meals. Thank goodness, in just 90 seconds.
The only way to travel is Cadillac style.
From the unsurpassed Gold Key delivery system to the 24-hour-a-day peace of mind of the finest roadside service program in America, the over 1,600 Cadillac dealers nationwide are committed to making your Cadillac as comfortable to own as it is to drive.
Cadillac, Cadillac, Cadillac style. Cadillac.
This court finds that the minor child shall be returned to the home effective immediately, pursuant to the following provisions.
Hey,
Mommy, going home now. Yeah, we're going home.
Ever feel too clumsy in the morning to brew a pot of coffee before you've had a cup of coffee? Introducing new Maxwell House filter packs. No fumbling, no bumbling. It's never been easier to brew a rich, perfect pot of Maxwell House coffee every time. New filter packs, in regular and decaffeinated, only from Maxwell House. Always good to the last drop.
Looks like Daddy's bringing home the barbecue. A big sack of McDonald's McRib sandwiches. Grilled pork and that sassy sauce. Tempting, huh? Like a barbecue in a bun without the bones. And with a big icy Coke, it's, well, you're only human, huh, Daddy? Chomp. The good time, great taste of McDonald's McRib for a limited time. Only at McDonald's.
It's wide open spaces leading straight to the sun. Your spirit is soaring with you. The great American road belongs to you. It's the promise of freedom. You can feel it inside on a road that leads to your dreams. Oh, the great American road belongs to Buick.
We're about to prove a point. On the right, a pie wrapped in saran wrap. On the left, Reynolds and Glad. Knowing a bear won't eat what he can't smell, which one holds an odor and freshness better? Saran wrap. Nothing protects food better.
The Do Not Disturb vacation. The first time we met Mike and Rita vacation. I feel like there are people watching vacation. The Royal Caribbean vacation. It's all here.
This is Dan Rather. In Philadelphia, citizens in white hats fight for their neighborhoods. But are these vigilantes taking the law into their own hands? That story tomorrow on the CBS Evening News.
Stay tuned for your local news.
Health care for the way you live. Pacific Care.
Bigfoot, Truth or Tall Tale on the Channel 4 News at 11.
Tonight, an NBC world premiere movie.
Accused of kidnapping and molesting a 5-year-old girl. Today at 4 on Eyewitness News.
When passion turns to murder on the next Oprah Winfrey Show.
Wayne, you guys in there?
We're locked in, Joey.
Share the spirit by getting a Black & Decker Dustbuster. This family favorite is perfect for spot cleaning and is holiday priced at just $19.99. The Dustbuster by Black & Decker.
What a child grows up to be is up to you. It's up to all of us.
What you should wear, what you should serve.
This week, from holiday fashions to gifts from the kitchen, tips on holiday entertaining.
Join us on Good Morning America this week.
Tuesday.
Here you go.
Ooh, stallion.
You don't need that, Crystal. He already smells like a horse, don't you, honey?
Roseanne, then
Hey, Melonhead!
a showdown.
I got a bone to pick with you.
You ever heard of knocking, Watkins? You know, it's where you use your knuckles. That's those things that scrape along the ground when you walk.
It's Coach Tuesday.
You know, be right back.
Coming up, a sister who can't get along with her brother. And a man who can't get along with his arms.
She's the only one.
During J.C. Penney's holiday sale, you'll save a dazzling 30% on stone jewelry. But that's not all. You'll also find beautiful savings of 30% on cultured pearls. Oh, and one more thing. You'll save a brilliant 30 to 40% on diamonds, too.
You're looking smarter than ever at J.C. Penney.
Got it? Got it. You got it? Got it. Do you got it? Got it. You got it. Don't got it. He don't got it.
The tough Dodge Ram pickup, built like the proverbial brick.
We got it. We got it.
Apartment house.
America's funniest home videos will continue in a moment.
What a wild Wednesday. First,
$5,000.
it's a gold rush for the Seavers on growing pains. Then,
How do I look?
fine, go.
What's the matter?
It's the honker from hell on head of the class. And Doogie operates on a dog.
The board has officially suspended you.
Doogie Howser, MD. Then, did Marty get lucky?
A friend.
Anything but love.
A friend with breasts, all right?
Growing pains, head of the class. Doogie Howser, MD. Anything but love. What a wild Wednesday.
In 10 minutes, our play starts, so I wanted a quick lunch, but Rose said she ate. I said I have butterflies in my stomach. Yuck! She should have had the Lunchtime Express at Lenny's. Denny's.
Have your Lunchtime Express served in 10 minutes or it's free. Only at Denny's.
Lenny's.
That's the restaurant that has my toys.
I didn't know you played with toys.
They're little stuffed toys that look like me.
If they look like you, they can't be little.
Right now, you can get the Flintstones mini stuffed toys for $1.99 a pair. Only at Denny's.
Victoria Principal, tonight, right after the movie.
This is delicious, Donahue. What do you call it?
It's new ragu fresh Italian pasta sauce.
So delicate. What's it called?
Fresh Italian pasta sauce.
Yeah, it's really fresh, but what's the
See,
name? of this?
ragu uses less heavy tomato paste and twice the crushed tomatoes.
But what's the name of the sauce?
New ragu fresh Italian pasta sauce. More crushed tomatoes, more fresh tomato taste.
Twice, 3 times?
Here's a jar.
You want to tell me?
Look, it has the name on it.
Forget it. Just...
Introducing Advanced Action Whisk. Ring around the collar was just the beginning.
Disc, disc, disc. Whisk, whisk, whisk. Disc, disc, disc. Whisk, whisk, whisk.
New Whisk gets out stains better than ever. Cleans your whole wash better than ever. Ring around the collar was just the beginning.
Disc, disc, disc.
It's the best whisk ever. New Advanced Action.
Whisk, whisk, whisk.
We got the Toyota Camry because we both need a car with a lot of room.
Mrs. Martino has like about 10,000 suitcases full of junk she packs in their car for trips.
When we travel, Pat and I both have a lot of stuff. But it's never a problem loading the Camry.
Mr. Martino has like about one suitcase this big, but he gets to drive.
I love what you do for me, Toyota.
New honey-made Graham Snacks are so popular, bees have to make so much honey, they're protesting.
Sure, these new honey-made Graham Snacks are delicious and wholesome, but give us bees a break. Stop eating so many. What are you doing? You know how many bee hours go into one box? Put that down.
Relax, have a snack.
You guys!
Hey, apple cinnamon's not bad. Got any honey and oat bran?
New honey-made honeycomb Graham Snacks. They've got everyone buzzing.
No, Frisco.
Okay, last time. This is drugs. This is your brain on drugs. Any questions?
Monday.
Are you ready, Bubba?
The NFC's best meet when the New York Giants take on the San Francisco 49ers on ABC's NFL Monday Night Football. Then, MacGyver challenges his biggest enemy, crack.
You sold him out for this?
MacGyver Monday.
Everyone's racing to Wendy's to meet Charlie.
Charlie.
Yeah. And all the stars of the new Don Bluth film All Dogs Go to Heaven, now at a theater near you. These lovable characters are only at Wendy's, and there's 2 ways to get them for the holidays. There's one inside each Wendy's kids meal, or get one for just 99 cents when you buy an order of regular fries.
Isn't that wonderful?
All Dogs Go to Heaven characters. Collect all 6 for your pups, now at Wendy's.
Mastercard. This holiday, no other card makes more moments merrier. And with nearly 3 times the acceptance of American Express, it's one Christmas card everyone will welcome. Mastercard. Master the moment.
Now, almost every time you use Mastercard before December 31st, you increase your chances of winning your Mastercard bills paid up to $18,000 a year till the 21st century. Mastercard. Master the moment until the 21st century.
What's wrong, Doug?
Mr. Kayam, I hate shaving.
You're using the wrong equipment. Try this Remington microscreen. The microscreen shaves as close as a blade, or your money back. It has 2 thin, flexible screens. The first shaves incredibly close. The second even closer.
Smooth. Now I know why he bought the company.
The Remington microscreen shaves as close as a blade, or your money back. No other shaver makes that promise. Now, buy this Remington and get a hygienic clipper free.
She's blind, but she's the only one who can identify her husband's killers. And they know it.
Hello, lover.
Victoria Principal, blind witness, next.
A lifetime of learning begins with reading, so share the joy of reading together.
Family pressures can threaten your job. If your company doesn't help, see how it could.
We have to fill their needs.
Watch Peter Jennings on ABC's World News Tonight, Monday.
You know, since I lost weight with Jenny Craig, I've been doing a lot of new things. Biking, swimming. Oh, yeah, another great sport. Shopping. This is the size of my dreams. This is me. It fits. I feel so great. I just want to get...
Have tried chemotherapy, which bought him some time, and he's...
And tons of snow. Built for speed and sliding doors on both sides. And with optional all-wheel drive, the Nissan Access also happens to be a great way to get through winter.
Robitussin, because more doctors and pharmacists recommend Robitussin than any other cough medicine.
Look, Mom's feeling better.
Robitussin, recommended by Dr. Mom. Which Robitussin is right for you? Ask your doctor or pharmacist. Save on Robitussin and help your favorite...
When Roger spots a good thing, he likes to get 2 of them. So he was happy to hear that Shakey's had 2 pizzas for one low price. 2 medium pizzas smothered with real mozzarella cheese and 1 topping for just $10.98 a pair. Roger loved it. So did his family.
For here or to go?
To go!
Shakey's $10.98 pair of pizzas, because 2 is better than 1.
Can you believe it? The company move is no sooner official and bang, her house is sold.
It was fast.
Yeah.
I hear she did all right, too.
Oh, from what I hear, better than all right.
She must know somebody.
Yeah.
All she said was, you can't trust your biggest investment to just anyone.
That's her.
The Prudential. You know us. We know real estate.
Well, I guess she's not the chief financial officer for nothing.
Good morning.
Good morning.
Lunch is on me.
I'll settle for your realtor's number.
Call your nearest Prudential real estate office and put the power of the rock to work for you.
Southland weather with Fritz Coleman tonight on the Channel 4 News.
I was hoping he was just a major fan, but he wasn't.
Talk show host Joan Rivers and the New York police are out to solve the mystery conman jewelry caper. The story is on Entertainment Tonight for Thursday, the 11th day of January, 1990. Coming up next, music's Grammy nominations were announced today. We'll give you the inside line on the winners. And later, a seat in Congress may be in the future for Born on the 4th of July hero Ron Kovic.
When that dry cleaning bill isn't a thrill, trust Woolite in your machine. It cleans really well with no dry cleaning smell. Woolite in your machine. To your dry cleaner say, we don't want our whites to gray. From country wear to city wear, whatever clothes need special care, trust in your machine.
Red Lobster. Tonight, try 30 shrimp for just $8.95. Golden fried shrimp. Grilled. Shrimp scampi. 30 shrimp on one plate, just $8.95. Only at Red Lobster.
Heinz Homestyle gravy is just like homemade.
Ain't like my wife's.
But we use real beef and beef juices.
No, hers has these little lumps in it. Kids used to save them, play marbles in the cellar.
Heinz Homestyle gravy, so close to homemade.
Wake up for the JCPenney half-day sale and clearance this Saturday starting at 11 a.m. Be first to get store-wide savings during the half-day sale and clearance at JCPenney.
This January at Lamps Plus, it's the 1 cent track sale. Buy any 3 Luminaire bullet lights, get a 4-foot track for 1 cent. Now at Lamps Plus, the most incredible January sale ever.
Begin the new decade of automotive excitement at the Los Angeles Convention Center with the Greater Los Angeles Auto Show. Compare the full line of domestic and import cars and trucks and the largest unveiling of new models never before seen. See the spectacular cars of tomorrow. If you can imagine it, you can find it. Now through Sunday at the Los Angeles Convention Center, a new decade of automotive excitement begins at the Greater Los Angeles Auto Show.
The Super One Day Sale, Saturday, 8 a.m. to 10 p.m. Save 20 to 50% store-wide. Time's flying. The Super One Day Sale, Saturday at the Broadway.
If you get sick, can you depend on your health insurance? Find out in Hard Copy's report, payoff or ripoff.
Most of the time they do not pay on time. It's usually 3 months, 6 months late.
When this mother's insurance company failed to pay her son's chemotherapy bills on time, first she lost everything. Then she fought back.
I was not going to sit back any longer.
Don't get burned on your policy. Watch the next Hard Copy at 7:30, only on Channel 4.
Welcome to The Price is Right at McDonald's and Ralph's. First, every card's a winner. You'll for sure win at McDonald's and definitely at Ralph's. Over 6 million prizes are free food and luxury items. Bet I'll win more than you. Just check out the big ones. Of course, the Miata's my favorite. With 82 million chances to win in Southern California, that makes 4 wins per person. So, if you're not playing The Price is Right at McDonald's and Ralph's, who's winning your prize?
After the hustle and bustle of a long and busy day, you deserve to escape to a peaceful, relaxing hideaway. Homestead House and J.H. Bigger have what you need to turn your home into that cozy hideaway. Sofas, love seats, and chairs to sink into, leisurely dining rooms, sleepy bedrooms, all finely crafted by Drexel Heritage. And now take advantage of incredible savings on all this fine furniture during the sale of winter. But prices like these won't last forever, so hustle into Homestead House and J.H. Bigger.
It's the biggest party in the history of Disneyland. Disneyland's year-long 35th anniversary celebration with the biggest parade we've ever staged, towering 4 stories over Main Street. Our biggest giveaway ever, a new Geo every day, and over 400,000 other prizes. There's only one way to describe 35 years of parties all rolled into one. Party, party, Disneyland Big! It's Disneyland Big!
It's time for excitement, adventure, and fun at the 25th Annual Anaheim Sports Vacation and RV Show.
Anaheim Convention Center, last 4 days through Sunday.
your car stand up to heavy traffic.
Get a great deal when you buy or lease a Volvo today.
The Super Bowl record book is sponsored by the California Milk Advisory Board. Milk, it does a body good.
Super Bowl 16. Ken Anderson of the Cincinnati Bengals completed 73.5% of his passes and set an all-time record. Who beat that record? The answer after this message.
You know, there's something new in the dairy case, a whole new choice in milk. It's called Extra Light because it's only 1%. 1%. That's half the fat of low-fat milk. But surprisingly, it's not slim on flavor. So if you love the taste of milk, now you can enjoy it in a whole new light. Extra Light 1%. The light new way to do your body good.
Extra light milk. It does a body good.
In Super Bowl 21, Phil Simms of the New York Giants had a fantastic afternoon, completing 88% of his passes, 22 of 25. For MVP Phil Simms, a page in the Super Bowl record book.
Madam, what's your comment on this extraordinary sale?
It's just bananas!
Agree with that, sir? Great prices, unbeatable selection. It's the Angeles Indoor Parking Lot Sale.
This holiday Monday, Santa Anita is giving every fan a set of 4 glasses of $14.95 value free. Come out this holiday Monday to Santa Anita.
America is secure on Friday. First, our shores are safe.
I'm back.
When an ex-lifeguard returns for Baywatch duty, then our cities are safe.
What I want is $3 million.
If the True Blue team can beat a brilliant bomber. And our government is safe once Mancuso decides if he's in love or in a trap. They're all new Friday.
Celebrating a birthday today, singer Naomi Judd is 44, actor Rod Taylor is 61, and actor Lionel Stander turns 82.
Next on Hard Copy, this heroic mom battled cancer. Then she had to battle the insurance company, plus the best and worst dressed stars in Hollywood.
Take the tray.
None of us will forget that morning. I joined my chums as I, too, was jolted by the news. Mr. Thomas had moved his bake shop to America.
What's going on, Jack?
No more would we have his English muffins with nooks and crannies and melted butter to sustain us through our dreary day. University without nooks and crannies? It was yet another cross for England to bear.
Thomas's English muffins. For over 100 years, England's breakfast tradition in America's hands.
This just in from the Queen Mary in Long Beach. The all-new voyage to 1939 hits the decks. New shows, thrills, and adventure abound around the ship. Biplanes and wing walkers in the Royal Flying Circus will amaze you. The Bon Voyage party is sheer good time madness. Come, see the spectacular 1939 auto show, a $1 million motor car extravaganza. Party every day, all year long, aboard the Queen Mary, voyage to 1939.
Fought for her son's life, then had an even tougher fight against the insurance company. Stalking the wild clothes horse, Mr. Blackwell and Janet Charlton conduct their yearly roundup. And a dedicated cop tries to solve a decades-old murder with a chainsaw. This is Hard Copy, January 11th, 1990.
Hi, I'm Terry Murphy.
And I'm Ellen Frio. It is every parent's nightmare, the young child stricken with cancer. Rose Hughes met the disease head on, vowing to fight it tooth and nail and save her son's life. Medicine and prayer worked their wonders, but the victory was costly because the insurance company was chronically late paying their bills. Before she finally took the company to court, she lost everything but her hope and her courage.
Rose Hughes had a secure family life, 3 wonderful children, and a health insurance policy that covered all of them. Then, in 1983, tragedy struck. Her son Joshua diagnosed with ALL, a cancerous leukemia. Rose thought she was covered.
We were very thankful and relieved that we had insurance, that he would, that he would be covered, and that we could continue to live in the lifestyle that we had.
But that illusion of security was soon shattered. Her insurance company, Equitable Life, was late in paying off the claims for expensive chemotherapy treatment for Joshua. Rose had to pay the bills out of her own pocket.
When you have that piling on top of one another and the delay, then you're not paying the bills that you need to be paying, such as, your mortgage or PG&E or things like that. And that's how families fall behind, and that's what happened to us.
It was a nightmarish pattern that was destined to last 5.5 years. And in that time, Rose lost her house, her savings, and her marriage.
I can't say that the insurance company was the #1 cause, but it did add some stress to our marriage, for sure.
But Rose would not give up the fight to save her son. For help, she turned to a support group. There, she met Marie Jones, who was having similar problems with her insurance company. Together, they formed the organization Parents of Kids with Cancer.
Most of the time, they do not pay on time. It's usually 3 months, 6 months late. And because of that, families are footing the bills. They're either being sent to collection agency or they're taking out of their own pocket to pay for bills that their insurance company should be paying for.
I announced at the next meeting that I was not going to sit back any longer and let another family have to go through what we went through.
So, Rose and Marie went to the California State Capitol in Sacramento to meet with a legislator. It turned out to be a real education.
We both came out of there feeling very angry because we felt that we were just patronized and no one really cared. And so we said enough is enough, so we wrote letters to every California congressman, senator, and assemblyman.
Rose may not have known much about the insurance industry then, but she's an expert now. She can quote insurance laws to anybody, including a state senator. And Parents of Kids with Cancer is gaining momentum. Now when they talk, people listen.
We didn't take no for an answer, and we investigated pretty much everything that anyone told us, and we went on from there. We do not want to see another child lost or another family perish because no one cares.
Rose's son Joshua also had compassion for others. Despite his painful chemotherapy treatment, his thoughts were on another little girl with cancer.
I just told my mom to pray for her because I felt sorry for her.
After 2 years of fighting the insurance company on her own, Rose Hughes had had enough. She filed a lawsuit, and after an additional 3-year battle, she finally won a settlement. But it does not change her anger and frustration toward the insurance industry.
After 18 months of sending in the same diagnosis, they sent us a packet back worth about $2,000 saying that ALL is unrelated to leukemia. And it's like you wonder, do these people have one eye and half a brain? Who's there?
Hard copy couldn't find out who was there either. Each time we tried to get somebody from Equitable to appear on camera for the story, our request was denied. Finally, Equitable Insurance came out with this statement from its New York office.
Unfortunately, the Equitable did experience administrative problems while processing the Hughes' claim. All medical claims have been paid, and we also made an additional settlement with the family. Current claims are being paid in a timely fashion, and we are extremely sympathetic to the family's situation and regret any emotional stress they've experienced.
For Rose Hughes, no amount of money could ever make up for the emotional scars that are left.
Our son came into our room one day and said to us, if it wasn't for me, we'd be rich right now. And I said, no, that's not true. That I'm rich because I have you.
What a brave mother. And she's winning the good fight, too. Joshua's cancer is in remission. We all offer our prayers for his speedy recovery.
Coming up next on Hard Copy, Mr. Blackwell takes you into the closets of Hollywood's rich and famous and declares some of them disaster areas.
And later on, if trees could speak, this one, Spark, might tell who killed a young couple in love.
Paint a perfect picture, but it don't look good.
A white cop in a black neighborhood, but the black cop's greatest threat's not the street, it's the white guy in the passenger seat. See, the brother knows what time it is. He's from downtown, and no New Jack white cop can come downtown and regulate, cause he can't relate to the people, but the brother is doing what he gotta do downtown.
This man is barely smart enough to keep a seat warm.
Downtown, rated R.
Starts tomorrow at a theater near you.
At Vaughn's, when it comes to keeping up the store, we don't miss a beat. So you'll find everything as fresh at the end of the day as it was in the morning.
At Vaughn's National Brand Sale, you'll find crunchy Kibbles and Bits dog food, the 20-pound bag for only $9.99. And assorted varieties of 7-Up and A&W sodas are just $1.79 a six-pack.
Sometimes I dream I'm in Italy, driving this incredible sports car. And my boss is there. He says,
"We need a ride to the shareholders meeting."
Now, here's where it gets weird. The sports car has 4 doors. I mean, there's no such thing as a 4-door sports car. It's just a dream, right?
There's some things you shouldn't start your day without.
This is Today in L.A. Good morning at 6 a.m. Things are warming up some. We're hitting
Good
62
company.
degrees.
Now looking ahead to some things happening today in L.A.
The latest information.
We've got an increase in clouds, and that means, yes, a chance of rain again today. We're gonna
If your commute puts you onto the San Diego freeway, it's a real mess. But
And Today in L.A.
That's our news. Thanks for watching.
The Today Show is up next.
At 6 and 6:30 on Channel 4.
In Hollywood, looking good is often more important than, excuse the grammar, acting good. Stars are always on display, so even when they're not on stage, they still have to dress the part. Yesterday, Mr. Blackwell came out with his annual 10 worst dressed women list, and today, along with Janet Charlton, he dresses down the TV stars who don't dress up.
The best dressed TV family are the Huxtables on The Cosby Show. There's no competition there. Lisa Bonet was probably the most inspiring of the whole family because she was the most creative young person we'd ever seen on TV. She was very unusual, very hip, very ahead of her time.
But not everyone agrees.
I think the best I can tell you is she's Dracula's idea of a good time.
The Golden Girls may have captured America's hearts, but there's definitely a split vote in our fashion critics' eyes.
How could we ever, in our right minds, put two people that are such opposites together? Betty White, who is legendary. She makes the 40s look tomorrow. And then you have that escapee from a gypsy caravan. You have that B. Arthur who forgot even the meaning of the word, does it suit me?
Yeah. Probably the best dressed soap star right now is Nicolette Sheridan because she has really high fashion standards in her own personal life. She wears nothing but the best designer clothes, and she makes sure her character on the show is the same way.
She would be the kind you could put a tiara on and take to Buckingham and say, this is America.
Ken Wall has the classic Hall of Fame James Dean look. I mean, he always looks good in a white t-shirt, denims, and leather. She should be in a Hall of Fame by now, Vanna White, because she's been wearing those same glittery, cheap mall dresses ever since time began.
This girl, I'm sure, looks like she gives change for a quarter. I mean, I can't imagine whoever dressed this lady.
And I go, la, 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 she's got the look.
Tracy Ullman has great creativity of character on her show, and many of the characters are not at all flattering. She pads herself. She wears terrible, dowdy, tight polyester clothes. She'll do anything for a laugh. So her wardrobe on the show is like the best of the worst.
Talk show hosts have to be witty, entertaining, and well-dressed. Do they stack up?
When Oprah was heavy, she was still the best-dressed woman on TV. She just has a real flair, either for hiring people to dress her or for dressing herself, because she does a great job.
Say, hey, good looking.
Joan's new image is dynamite. Any woman could clone her and be proud.
Phil Donahue is predictable, very unexciting, but satisfying in a way that he makes you feel comfortable with him.
Phil would make a good insurance salesman. I mean, his clothes are invisible. He'd probably be a good vice president in a bank.
Triumphant is Arsenio Hall. I mean, you can't top him. He's like the best-dressed guy of any talk show host. And as a matter of fact, the store that supplies him with clothes, Sammy Diner in Beverly Hills, has people standing in line every morning to buy what Arsenio wore the night before.
He is the peacock of TV. That's something, you know. 1 to 10, give him a 10.
Johnny Carson is like still trying to recycle that suit line from Sears that he designed. It's just too 70s, too passé.
And the worst-dressed woman on TV, Roseanne Barr.
I don't understand this woman at all. She absolutely insults anyone over a size 12.
The best-dressed woman on TV, the envelope, please.
No doubt, Candice Bergen.
She's Lauren Bacall, she's Garbo, she's American. She is, in my opinion, on TV, the #1 lady today.
The only television star to make this year's 10 worst dressed list was Roseanne. Mr. Blackwell named Michael Jackson's sister LaToya as his grand prize winner, the worst dressed star of the year, saying she's more fashion freak than biker chic.
In Germany, they're called beer houses, but one Texan took this a little too literally. John Milkovich drank so much beer, he didn't have love handles. He had aluminum siding.
Hard question to explain. Her excuse was that with the surgery, that she wasn't big enough. Her vaginal tract was not large enough.
All right, but we're going year into year.
Minutia who makes decisions like this.
Nike knows sneaker commercials, but their Super Bowl shoe ads apparently got off on the wrong foot. This is Entertainment Tonight for Wednesday, January 17th, 1990. Hello, everybody. Mary Hart and John Tesh are on assignment. We're soloing today. I'm Pat O'Brien. In a year when Super Bowl commercials sell for over $1 million a minute, this story will no doubt go down in history as the stupendous sneaker sportscaster shakeup.
Are we on yet? We on yet? We on yet? Oh, hi, folks. Hi, everyone. Do we have a big one for you today?
This Nike commercial featuring sportscasters is causing all the controversy. CBS, which is televising the Super Bowl, says it has a long-standing policy of not allowing announcers for rival networks to appear as announcers on their network, according to CBS spokesperson Beth Bresson.
We feel very strongly that they are associated with other networks and that, therefore, it would not be appropriate to have them appear in the role of sportscaster on CBS Air.
That means that Marv Albert, Dick Engberg, Al Michaels, and Dick Vitale will all be removed from the ad. Tom Clark, Vice President of Marketing for Nike, says they'll work with CBS to replace those sportscasters with other announcers. A dream sequence about a Nissan Turbo. Drastic action. Our inside story for today, the great American macho cover-up.
Be the envy of all your friends with miracle hair.
I do almost half the commercial work that I do without hair. I use it, my particular reason is purely as a gimmick. I have fun with it. I like to have a big time with it.
Disguise their baldness.
Men, if you are taking your hair and you are parting it from here over and pulling it this way, or if you're doing this thing, please stop that. Because when the wind hits and you've pulled it from this way over, it looks like you're wearing a cape.
Hair, in many cases, can have a... Hollywood starts revving up to a fever pitch as the annual countdown to the Oscars gets officially underway. And later, Hollywood's humble beginning, a look at slapstick comedy. It took a genius to invent it and some stooges to make it great.
I live with my time, progress, performance. For my skincare, I choose Plenitude from L'Oreal. With Plenitude, my skin can actively defend itself from the signs of aging, become supple, radiant, younger looking.
L'Oreal introduces Plenitude,
the #1 skincare in France for reducing the signs of aging.
With Plenitude, I reduce the signs of aging every day. And I'm worth it.
Heinz Homestyle gravy is just like homemade.
Ain't like my wife's.
But we use real beef and beef juices.
No, hers has these little lumps in it. Kids used to save them, play marbles in the cellar.
Heinz Homestyle gravy, so close to homemade.
Is 20 minutes too long to wait for the slow-cooked taste of long-grain rice? It is now. This is Minute Premium, a different kind of rice from Minute. Slow-cooked taste in 5 fast minutes. Minute Premium long-grain rice.
Remember me? I used to be the all-American favorite. After a dance, you got me. On the road, you stopped for me. Then suddenly he was Mr. Popularity with that deliciously different charbroiled taste, that delicate marinade of real fruit juice, herbs, and spices. And gosh, all those incredible side orders, just look at them. El Pollo Loco. Gee, I better go warn the fries and shakes.
El Pollo Loco, the fast food habit worth having.
And do you, Laura, take Peter to be your husband?
Poor Laura. She took a cold medicine that made her drowsy. If only she could go back and take Sudafed instead. When you take Sudafed, it starts to work in as quick as 22 minutes without drowsiness.
You feel well enough to get married, honey?
I do.
Fast-acting Sudafed and long-lasting Sudafed 12-hour. You don't get drowsy, you get relief.
Oscar, the name rings with the glamour and extravagance that is Hollywood, and this year's hype and hoopla got underway today with the naming of a single host for the event that's made the phrase, "The envelope please," famous. Once again, expect the stars to turn out in force for that annual ritual called the Academy Awards, a ceremony which usually generates some kind of controversy. However, this year there'll be no debate over who is the best host. This morning it was announced Billy Crystal will be the one and only MC at the next Oscar show.
I plan to be funny, slightly irreverent, keep it moving, and keep it under the 6 hours that we're allowed.
And this year, the Oscar show will be more than just a telecast from Los Angeles.
Parts of the show are going to come live from 5 other countries. They're going to come from Sydney, Australia, Buenos Aires, Argentina, London, England, Tokyo, and Moscow.
The 62nd Annual Academy Awards show will be broadcast on ABC March 26th. And the Los Angeles film critics are placing their early bets on a New York film called Do the Right Thing as they welcome perennial Hollywood outsider Spike Lee to town with open arms. Jeannie Wolf reports.
The big winner at the Los Angeles Film Critics Awards ceremony was Do the Right Thing. Spike Lee's film received 4 awards, including Best Picture.
I got it. I'm gone.
There are older and better-known film critics groups, but the Los Angeles Film Critics operate in the movie capital of the world, and that gives this award a little extra weight.
It's going to help us definitely with the Oscar nominations. This carries a lot more weight than the New York Film Critics, you know, and that's not just sour grapes because we didn't win anything there. I think that they would say 85% of the Academy voting members live here in the LA area, so I'm glad we won.
Daniel Day-Lewis received the Best Actor award for his portrayal of the crippled Irish painter Christy Brown in My Left Foot.
It's like a very kind of far-flung tribute from a place where films have always been made to a place where films are very rarely made.
Sharing the award for Best Actress were Michelle Pfeiffer for The Fabulous Baker Boys and Andie MacDowell, star of Sex, Lies, and Videotape, a very low-budget film that has won much acclaim.
I mean, I think that women want it. I just don't think that they want it for the same reason that men think they do.
When I first got involved with the film, I was just really excited to be able to get some work that I thought would be able to show that I could act. This just makes it all the better.
Also surprised by all the continued attention was Michael Moore, who made the documentary winner, Roger and Me.
I thought people would like it if they ever got a chance to see it, but I thought we'd be driving around in a van showing it in gymnasiums.
The Best Supporting Actor was Danny Aiello of Do the Right Thing, and Supporting Actress was Brenda Fricker of My Left Foot. Gene Wolfe, Entertainment Tonight.
NBC will debut the new half-hour comedy Grand tomorrow night, and the network has high hopes it will live up to its name. Grand looks at American life through 3 distinctive points of view in a format that defies description.
Is your life up to you, or does fate have it planned?
As perhaps is evidenced by this weekly title sequence, NBC's Grand is a bit of a farcical comedy set in the fictional town of Grand, Pennsylvania.
See, we're all different drummers.
The show chronicles the lives and times of three families connected by their differences. Wealthy Harris Welton, played by John Randolph, makes grand pianos and owns the town.
A man who's been married 8 times. Yes, but he loved each woman. He even Xeroxed a love letter to all 8 of them when he felt bad about betraying one of them. So he's the kind of man who works on a big scale.
Randolph's character lives with his sarcastic manservant, John Neville, an airhead son played by Bill Murray's brother, Joel.
I don't know who I am.
You're a lazy, pampered, rich boy. What do you want for lunch?
Michael McKean and Bonnie Hunt play the social climbing Smithson family.
That was Lost, right?
The cast rounds out with, among others, Pamela Reed, who plays the housekeeper who works for both families.
She's a woman who got married right out of high school and got pregnant about 10 minutes after that.
The show comes with high hopes from the producers of Cosby, in association with Bill himself, and it will air in the highly coveted time slot after Cheers.
Where could you be better, you know? I was joking to Andy Lauer, one of the guys on the show, that, you know, his new pickup line for girls in Hollywood is, well, you know, have you seen my new time slot?
Grand replaces Dear John on the NBC Thursday schedule. Dear John moves into My Two Dads Wednesday slot. A new time will be announced for My Two Dads in a couple of weeks.
Coming up, a hard copy exclusive. An Arkansas couple are making it possible for life after death. A fire ravaged the home of Dubby and Diana Wilcox and took the lives of their 3 sons. Now, after the tears, the Wilcox are turning their misfortune into the gift of life for needy organ recipients.
They hang on until they can get a transplant or they die.
A tragic loss becomes a life-saving story on Hard Copy. Hard Copy at 7:30, only on Channel 4.
You're not going to lose weight by going to the refrigerator during this commercial. Go to the telephone instead. Now pick it up and call Diet Center for a quick and easy way to lose weight.
Call today for Diet Center's Countdown Special. Start losing weight for just $69. Offer good for a limited time only at participating Diet Centers.
What have you got to lose? Get serious. Call Diet Center.
Now, $3,000 factory rebates on 1989 Dodge van conversions. Now, $2,250 factory rebates on Ford van conversions. Offer expires January 31st. Don't miss out. Act now. Use as a down payment or cash back. Pete Ellis Dodge Southgate, Pete Ellis Ford Bellflower. Hundreds of vans to choose from. And that's the truth. Pete Ellis Dodge and Jeep Eagle. Pete Ellis Ford.
91 Freeway, Lakewood exit, Bellflower.
This body, it's the only one I've got. And I do my best to take care of it. But hey, I'm no movie star. No way can I always stay on the perfect diet or stick with the perfect workout program. I used to go around feeling guilty, but now I reach for nature-made vitamins. That way, I know I'm doing all I can to stay healthy. After all, I've got more to take care of than just me.
Actor Richard Krenna is starring in Last Flight Out, a fact-based television drama set to debut in April. The story takes place in the waning days of the Vietnam War, and it's Krenna's job to save as many lives as possible.
Thanks for including me.
Richard Krenna is best known for his fictional role as Rambo's commanding officer. It's a character he originated in the 1982 movie, First Blood.
I remember all of the heat that we took with that first story. And people were saying at that time, of course, that people were really not interested in Vietnam.
Action! Times change, and Hollywood's discovered other stories to tell about the war. Recently, Krenna was in Thailand portraying real-life airline pilot Dan Hood, one of a handful of Americans who helped evacuate hundreds of Vietnamese civilians as Saigon fell to the communists in 1975.
I was always fascinated. I wondered how they all got out of Vietnam, and then I referred back to the magazines, the Time and the Newsweeks of 1975, and read those stories.
Krenna says Dan Hood possessed both charity and courage.
The Vietnamese are getting spookier by the hour. They know they're going to be left behind, and there's even some talk they may be turning their guns on the Americans.
No, you need a decoy. He's certainly a man who's obviously tremendously dedicated. To think that as a Pan Am pilot on his off time, it goes back to Vietnam, goes back to Saigon to help with the refugee operation involving orphans, particularly. I have a great empathy for a man like Hood. He really put it on the line.
Krenna hopes this television movie reminds the audience of the real-life heroes of Vietnam.
When this project was offered me, it was an opportunity to tell that story and perhaps enlighten a lot of other people who'd forgotten exactly what had transpired in those hectic days after the fall.
Richard Krenna can be seen next on the TNT cable channel in the contemporary Western film Montana. It premieres February 19th. Movie makers are forever trying to predict what audiences are going to like, but as Leonard Maltin notes in today's video report, there's one kind of movie that people always seem to enjoy, and today is an especially appropriate day to celebrate it. Leonard?
Well, Pat, on this date, exactly 110 years ago, Max Sennett was born. And for the past 75 years, his name has been synonymous with the brand of humor he helped to create and popularize, slapstick comedy. In the silent movie era, Sennett was known as the king of comedy. He produced more funny films and introduced more comic stars than anyone else in movie history. So tonight, we're going to salute Max Sennett by spotlighting all kinds of slapstick comedies that you can find on video. This is Max Sennett himself, making fun of his own chaotic Keystone Comedy Studio. Many of Sennett's funniest films are excerpted in a fine compilation feature by Robert Youngson called The Golden Age of Comedy, which also pays tribute to other great silent film clowns, like Laurel and Hardy, who made slapstick an art. The Three Stooges carried on the Sennett tradition into the sound era, with the help of many Max Sennett writers, directors, and supporting comics who dug into their ample bag of tricks.
It simply drenched the place.
Practically wet everything.
Even kids who've never heard of Sennett know Moe, Larry, and Curly and respond to their bombastic brand of comedy.
You missed me.
Comedy shorts gave way to animated cartoons in the 1940s, like MGM's wonderful Tom and Jerry series, which took slapstick another step beyond reality, but still depended on the same gag ideas and split-second timing to get the laughs. The slapstick tradition was revived in the 1960s and 70s by Peter Sellers in the role of Inspector Clouseau.
We must find that woman.
Sellers wound up playing the world's clumsiest detective 5 times for writer-director Blake Edwards, beginning in 1964's The Pink Panther. And he made it one of the funniest characterizations in movie history.
Inspector Clouseau?
And then in the early 80s, a South African filmmaker named Jamie Ace made a disarmingly simple comedy about a series of culture clashes called The Gods Must Be Crazy, which became a worldwide sensation, proving that slapstick is both universal and timeless.
Watch it, be careful! Thank you.
I'm sorry.
Funny movie. And I'm told that The Gods Must Be Crazy 2, which has been finished for quite a while, is finally going to come out in theaters this spring. If you're looking for Tom and Jerry on cassette, you can find a number of those collections available from MGM-UA Home Video. And if you're looking for The Three Stooges, RCA Columbia Home Video now has 25 separate volumes on tape.
Leonard, those film clips are very, very funny, but do you find a contemporary parental dilemma in that people grew up on those films but really don't want their children to learn how to poke people's eyes out?
You know, people have been debating that. Parents have been debating that about the Stooges in particular for years. And I was very liberal about it until my 3-year-old started watching them, and then I got uptight too. I think the answer is we have to be a little more liberal. I think we grew up, and it didn't seem to harm us in any irreparable way. I think the kids can handle it if you teach them the difference between real life and slapstick comedy.
All right, Leonard, thank you. As usual, good stuff. We'll be back in a minute. Stay with us.
The Super Bowl record book is sponsored by Pacific Bell, a Pacific Telesis company.
Super Bowl II. Herb Adderley of the Green Bay Packers intercepts this pass and returns it 60 record-making yards. Who broke that record? The answer after this message.
If you're running a small business, you need a phone company that works when you do.
Weekends are crazy. On top of everything, our phone system went down.
At least that never happens to us. We got a Centrex system from Pacific Bell. It's the most reliable one you can have.
Really? Maybe I'll call them on Monday.
Why not today?
They're open Saturday?
Sure, for businesses and residential customers.
I didn't think anybody did that.
Pacific Bell does.
At Pacific Bell, we're making things easier, even on Saturday.
Willie Brown of the Oakland Raiders in Super Bowl 11 picks off Fran Tarkenton's pass and returns it 75 yards for a touchdown, setting a new fleet-footed mark. For Willie Brown, a page in the Super Bowl record book.
Meet Roger. When Roger spots a good thing, he likes to get two of them. So he was happy to hear that Shakey's had 2 pizzas for one low price. 2 medium pizzas smothered with real mozzarella cheese and 1 topping for just $10.98 a pair. Roger loved it. So did his family.
For here or to go?
To go! Shakey's $10.98 pair of pizzas, because 2 is better than 1.
It's the biggest party in the history of Disneyland. Disneyland's year-long 35th anniversary celebration with the biggest parade we've ever staged, towering 4 stories over Main Street. Our biggest giveaway ever, a new Geo every day, and over 400,000 other prizes. There's only one way to describe 35 years of parties all rolled into one.
Party, party, Disneyland Big.
It's Disneyland Big.
Thursday on an all-new Cheers, Cliff Clavin puts himself in jeopardy.
As long as he doesn't get too cocky.
I am feeling lucky today. Whoa! Uh-oh. Does Cliff have all the answers?
Celibacy.
We don't have to see my answer, do we there, Alex?
Then it's 3 funny families in the premiere of Grand.
You want a little, celebration?
After Cheers, Thursday.
Air transportation furnished and a promotional fee paid by Delta Airlines from Europe to the Orient. From Mexico to Canada, Delta can fly you worldwide. At Delta, we love to fly, and it shows. Celebrating a birthday today, boxer Joe Frazier is 46. Boxer Muhammad Ali, still the greatest at 48. Ventriloquist Sherry Lewis turns 56. Actress Sherry North is 57. Actor James Earl Jones, 59. And actress Betty White is 68. The lambada, a sexy, slinky, samba sensation that came out of South America to overtake Europe, has now invaded the good old USA. Leading the U.S. lambada invasion is a Paris-based band called Keoma, who is bringing their singers, musicians, and dancers to stages coast to coast to create a sizzling sensation.
I think that's it that make everybody love lambada, because it's an opportunity to dance together again.
Keoma is riding the crest of a wave of popularity created by their hit single Lambada, based on the dance. Formed 2 years ago, the group's first single has sold over 4 million copies in Europe, and American audiences seem equally enamored with the rhythm and the moves.
It's kind of similar like Dirty Dancing, but it's more like Latin.
For us young bachelors, that are single and roaming the lifestyle of the singles, it's great.
Keoma now has an entire album out with salsa, tango, reggae, and of course, lambada. Well, Mary Hart and John Tesh will be back to this dance tomorrow. Now here's 4-time Grammy nominee Tom Petty with a little closing music. Free Fallin', his first top 10 single in nearly a decade. So long.
Next on Hard Copy, a story of joy and incredible sorrow. The death of 3 children gives life to 7 others. Plus, Hollywood's hottest couples.
At Vaughan's, when it comes to keeping up the store, we don't miss a beat. So you'll find everything as fresh at the end of the day as it was in the morning.
At Vaughan's National Brand Sale, you'll find crunchy Kibbles and Bits dog food, the 20-pound bag for only $9.99. And assorted varieties of 7-Up and A&W sodas are just $1.79 a 6-pack.
morning it's the same old runaround. No time for breakfast. Or is there? Now I can have a delicious new Weight Watchers breakfast in no time at all, because Weight Watchers introduces 13 splendid breakfasts, like fluffy buttermilk pancakes with savory links, a tasty English muffin sandwich, a banana nut muffin. No time for breakfast? I've just run out of excuses.
KNBC TV4.
An Arkansas couple meets tragedy with courage and charity, and their dead sons live on in the hearts of strangers. Coupling and uncoupling in Hollywood, including the rematch of the century between Mike Tyson and Robin Givens. And her English professor told her that her writings...
Help me!
Everybody wins. Rated R.
Starts Friday, January